Gaps in contract can leave you vulnerable. You might end up agreeing on terms you did not intend.
I know, it is so tempting using AI to actually make all of your agreements when you're doing businesses. It's easy, it's fast, but is it really the best way to go? That's what we're going to find out today. So, for all of you who listen to this, I know that you've been trying, but now our lawyer is going to reveal if it's really bulletproof to use ChatGPT or other AI services. What do you think?
And as I work in venture capital and with founders a lot, I see it.
You do?
It takes me a second to know if this is a proper lawyer having done the contract or if it's not, if the AI.
Yes, so now we're going to talk about this, and you don't want to have a disaster when you're doing deals and end up in shit, so that's why we're going to talk about this.
Yeah, and just the fact that I can tell straight away might be a telltale sign where we're going with this episode.
Yeah.
But we figured that in order to get the best answer, we will not use my personal opinion, nor Ida's personal opinion. So we asked ChatGPT. Let's see what they said, because you need to hear this. So we asked, what are the major risks with me having you, ChatGPT, writing my contracts for me? And we got very good answers. We got all of 6 points. Number 1, lack of legal expertise and jurisdiction-specific knowledge.
Wow.
Red flag, red flag. So, not a licensed lawyer. ChatGPT is not a qualified legal professional and cannot provide legal advice. No jurisdiction-specific precision. Laws differ widely between countries, states, and even municipalities. A contract that is valid in Sweden may be unenforceable in the US and vice versa. I mean, nightmare.
Yeah,
We're talking like your whole business, your whole baby, your dream going up in smoke if it's a key contract. So the risk is your contract might be legally invalid, unenforceable, or miss key clauses required by law in your jurisdiction. And that's just number 1.
Wow. And this is why you need to subscribe to this channel, because this is type of content you really need in this world we live in.
Yeah. We're going to tell it like it is, not just because we like lawyers, because ChatGPT likes lawyers.
Yes. So rip the curtain off.
Yeah. Number 2, omission of crucial clauses. That means they're not included. You miss important terms and conditions. ChatGPT might miss key legal provisions such as termination rights, non-compete, confidentiality terms, dispute resolutions, indemnification and liability limits. The risk: gaps in contract can leave you vulnerable in a dispute or allow the other party to exploit loopholes against you.
Wow.
I've seen this again and again when I look at contracts. They're not sufficient. Even if they have some limitation of liability, it's not sufficient. Because you need to box limitation of liability is the topmost liability I have if I screw up under the contract.
Yeah, we have episodes about it.
So instead of getting sued for $10 million US, if I have a proper limitation of liability, I might not get sued at all, or it might be for $100K. Because I put a top in time, in money, in scope, in what it covers. So it's important. Number 3, overly generic or unbalanced language. Language may be too vague, too one-sided, or not tailored to the actual business relationship. Important contextual details, industry norms, negotiation power, relationship dynamics might not be reflected. The risk: you might end up agreeing on terms you did not intend, or terms that won't even hold up in practice.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, And that goes back to the limitation of liability. It might be a standard cost that doesn't help you one tiny bit. And you stand there with a debt of 10 million US dollars.
Oh.
Or losing your IP, your brand name, losing the contract that you wanted. Or being judged with tax evasion or something like that. Number 4, no validation or real-world testing. A lawyer will stress test a contract based on real cases and precedents. ChatGPT doesn't have a memory of how contracts perform in litigation or arbitration. It doesn't have a memory.
Well, that's a bit risky.
Yeah. Risk. What looks like it being solid on paper might break under legal scrutiny. Number 5. We're almost done. 6. Privacy and confidentiality concerns. Well, and this is when you put information into ChatGPT, what to watch out for. Because as it says, even if you have a paid or a business model, when they promise not to use your information to train the AI, you're still trusting a third party with potential sensitive information, and the risk, potential exposure of confidential terms, trade secrets, or personal data.
Big warning.
And this is even if you have the paid account. And the final one, 6. Over-reliance on AI for judgment. Legal contracts often involve negotiations, strategy, and foresight, especially in employment, in IP, finance, or investing. Basically everything.
Wow.
ChatGPT lacks the real-world judgment or tactical thinking that experienced lawyers bring. And the final risk. You might miss opportunities to negotiate better terms. And that's a key one, actually. Or misjudge the consequences of a clause. Because if we're negotiating and we're actually getting down to nitty-gritty, understanding what the contract says and what it doesn't say, and we actually fine-tune it during our negotiations, we will get better terms most likely, right?
Of course.
Yeah. And then the good one.
Yes, the good ones.
The good one. You need to hear this. What you can safely do with ChatGPT. You can use it to draft the first skeleton. Kind of get a vibe. What are we going for here? And it can help you understand structure and common terms. And this is ChatGPT replying. That's why I'm reading it out loud. And you can get help from ChatGPT, according to itself, converting legalese into plain language or vice versa. But watch out with the vice versa. I've seen it go mayhem. Preparing questions for your lawyer or reviewing a red line. So you can help kind of get some kind of pointer where the wind is blowing. Like, is this a typical limitation of liability or something like that? And don't trust the answer, but see it as a finger pointing. And ChatGPT ends this answer with saying, use ChatGPT as a drafting assistant, but always have a qualified lawyer review the final contract before signing. That gives you the best of both worlds. You get some speed and you get a legally binding, good, strategic, business, professional, everything contract.
Yes. Wow.
So be mindful, please.
I mean, it's very easy to be, if I'm not used to writing contracts, to be mesmerized on the language, and I mean, everything is structured, and say, wow, this looks so good.
To use bullet points and headlines, everything.
This is a good, but it can end up in a disaster. I mean, it has to be bulletproof.
And so hard if you do not know what's missing, what to look for. If you haven't worked with contracts all your life every day, how would you know? Impossible. It looks great. It looks like it covers everything.
Yeah.
What do I know about indemnification? What the F is it?
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
No, exactly. We have an episode on it.
Yes, we have.
So that's it. And you did not hear it from us. You heard it directly from ChatGPT.
Yes, we're just the messengers.
Good.
Thank you
Over
so
and out.
much. Over and out.
Yeah.
That's why you need to like and subscribe to this channel, because you don't want to miss this. And ChatGPT, I mean, we use it for almost everything. It's so good tool, but
We love it. We love it.
but not for the deals that you are going to make, because you want to get rich and make good deals.
Yeah. And we do have a playlist on how to write contracts where we go through limitation of liability,
Yes.
indemnification, escrow account, etc.
Yes.
So there is information to be had otherwhere as well.
Yeah, and it's from a lawyer that we have here at
True,
Business
but it's not
Law.
legal advice.
It's knowledge sharing.
Yep.
Thanks for everything. And this
Thank
is
you.
such a good example.
Lovely.
And this episode is sponsored by Gold Venture Investment.
Hej då!
Hej då!